Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, good whatever time of day it may be for you, ladies and gentlemen. I am your humble caster of the day, or probably maybe one of many. I am the Layback Gamer, and I immediately don't like the way I started this video. Well, we're just gonna roll right into it. Well, we're back with some more Civilization 4 Rise of Mankind. As you may have already, well, probably have seen, and this is already going to be a failure, but regardless, last time we left off, we had found a few, well, I had screwed up last time, and now we started on a new map. We founded a new city, met the German Empire, who unfortunately is one city ahead of us, but I do plan on changing that. And we have a much bigger landmass to work with than we did all the way in episode 1. So, what's my plan to get done in this, well, approximately half-hour chunk? And I forgot to set my timer, so hold on just a second. Where is it? Oh, there we go. You can go ahead and, well, just path that somewhere. Just make a path, and there we go. My timer's now starting. Excellent. So in half an hour, I will attempt to end this video. But until then, we got a bit of gameplay to work on. So I plan on trying to see if I can get iron. And in order to do that, I will need the lovely tech of ironworking and monarchy. And fortunately, I already have all the technologies required to get this tech, so we can queue up into that afterwards. And there. And that should be good enough for now, because I'll be honest, if I don't have ironworking, I'm going to go as quickly as I can to optics, which is going to allow me to carry around. Well, actually, that's not quite what I wanted. A flut is what I'm going to need in order to explore open waters. Or I suppose I could always use these siege ships. But anyways, the reason why is because if I don't have any iron here, I'm going to go want to find a spot that has iron. And from there, we shall create a glorious city. That will be my military city until we can get access to astronomy. Alright, so it's been a couple days since I've been on, so I kind of have to familiarize myself. Why do I have this many galleys? Why do I have that many? Oh, I need a galley per city, right. This city has his galley, you've got your galley, you've got 2 galleys. Okay, maybe am I supposed to get double it? I don't quite remember. I don't remember that. Anyways, you need to finish your settler, and I think Deathbringer's in the middle of working on a settler. No, it's not. That's fine. That's perfectly fine. Alright, we got a border pop. That's nice. Please let me have a turn. If I was really efficient, I would have already had this workboat waiting there. Alright, so there's nothing too new that... Oh, I've started watching a new YouTuber who goes under the name the Spiffing Brit. I believe that's the channel name, or the Spiff... No, it definitely is a Spiffing Brit. And I'm enjoying what he puts out. He puts out a lot of content on, well, I've been watching a lot of his more recent content. At some point he did cover Hearts of Iron 4, or Iron. No, it was definitely Hearts of Iron, not Ironheart. And also a lot as of a more recent set of series he's been doing on how to exploit games. And how I first found him was through a Civilization 6 game where he exploited the AI. Now, I'm not aware of any exploits in this game, and I don't plan on actually making doing any exploits in this game, but trust me, from another match that I've been playing on my own time, I know exactly how to make a just a super powered nation.
True glory consists in doing what deserves to be written, in writing what deserves to be read.
All right, so we get the national courier system and a school of scribes. I think I remember when I first saw this, I kept calling this the scroll of scribes. Because to me, that made the most amount of sense. I need these trade okay, I know why I'm making the trade caravans, and it's just so that I can have a bunch of them at the ready. And perfect. Ooh, Bismarck's willing to sign for open borders. Well, that's not really going to come into effect at the moment. But anyways, on my other file, hell, okay, that's nice. That Chichen Itza has been built in a faraway land. My other file, I've been I'm sorry, I can't talk apparently. Let's open our borders. I do eventually want to kill you and take over your land, but first I need to make sure that you're at least somewhat friendly to me. As well as I need a border pop over here. Was I supposed to No, I wasn't sending these guys down here. Anyways, the spiffing Brit was doing a absolutely funny, between his just the way he was going at it and the exploit in Civ 6 where you could basically get them to buy lumps of coal or a ridiculous amount of money, and then you buy, as soon as you run out of coal, you buy some of that coal back for barely anything that you've paid, and then you immediately start selling to them and basically break their economy. And he was making quite a lot of gold per turn. We can't do that in Civ 4, but with the amount of in my other file, with the amount of cities that I had, I ended up getting pretty high up. Not quite to the point where I was making in his video. I believe I caught a glimpse of he was making about 10 or 11,000 gold per turn. I managed to get it to be about 5 to 6,000 gold per turn, and I was only in the industrial age. So, considering that, and the fact that I was, I'm sort of a midway into the industrial age. I did have to do some backtracking because, well, on an archipelago map, it's important to have a strong navy. Unfortunately, I completely forgot about that. Okay, let's see here. Oh, okay, that was clever of me. I only made enough galleys to actually... Only made enough for that, for the cities. I'm going to need 2 more to protect my next city, which I plan on putting up around here. Well, for some reason, I got another trade caravan in the city. Was I supposed to rush this? I think I was. So let's actually go ahead, put this towards the forge. Rush that. That's nice. Hold on a second. And then we should be able to finish the lighthouse in time and then begin on the forge. Alright, how is our cities looking? For some reason, Noxus Dragon is worsening. I don't know why you're worsening. Well, I mean, we are in a bit of... Well, that's an empire-wide thing, but... Distant location, Chieftain Junta. Well, since I can't actually go conquer someone at the moment, well, I will be able to soon. At least I hope I will be able to soon. We'll want to... I don't know where I was going with that. I never know where I'm going with some things. Let me see. Well, you're actually done for now. Actually, no, you're not. The next city that I had wanted was, I believe, one there, and then one here. So I want you to make a pathway all the way there. Then we'll get a mine up here. I think I could put a mine up around that lead to start with. I might even be able to pasteurize this land here. And that would put the next city here. No, that would conflict too much up here. I want to put it right here. It's going to get access to, well, actually 4 different resources. It can immediately use 2 and then expand it to 2 later, and only conflict with nothing here and only the corn there, which I'm okay with that. I'm absolutely fine with that. Alright, rest the galley there, and here comes another bunch of end turns. So, to kind of get back on the original point I was making earlier, basically, my goal for this game is to try to see if I can, at 0%, when I drop it down to 0% research, if I can make enough gold, if I can make about, I'm hoping 10,000 gold per turn. It's going to require a lot of cities and quite a bit of financial bonuses, great merchants placed in the right city, and I'm really hoping that I could take this city of Noxus and turn it into a good, a good wealth city, because it's going to be able to get the most amount of commerce out of every city here. And as well as the great merchant's also going to provide a bit of food for us. So that's going to be at least a start, like one of the cities that I plan on getting buildings, putting all my great merchants into. Sadly, it's not the capital, but it's still going to. I'm hoping that by the end of it, I was able to do it in not the last episode, but in my other playthrough where I got one of my cities outside the capital that happened to have been a really, really commerce heavy position. I managed to get that city to outproduce gold outproduce the gold that my capital was generating. And it was even with the capital exclusively only producing wealth, that city was still able to outpace it. So just for the record, that's a ton of gold. And certainly nothing to sneeze at. I also need another trade caravan. I don't think there's any wonders I plan on getting anytime soon. Getting the alphabet's going to be nice because I can start building research. That should be able to slide this bar along a lot quicker, and we can drop our money down a little more. I am nowhere near the wealthiest, but that is okay. Alright, actually, I should probably plan the next couple steps after this. And I would like to get democracy, so we can change it to a republic, and then go after the calendar. Hopefully, by then, Germany will be happy enough to trade me for ritualism, and maybe we could pick up one of these 2 technologies. Otherwise, well, we might have to go in with horses and siege weapons. And that's not going to work out as well as I would want it to. Trust me, this is going to go a lot better if we have iron. As many Civ players would know, it is nice that we do have horses. I could use that later, or as a backup. Because there's a unit that we can access later on in this game called cavalry. And under the correct in the correct city, we can do some wonderful things with that cavalry. We can ensure that it has a 90% withdrawal. Well, I might have been affected by a bonus, but essentially, it's going to be another case of in the last game that I was playing on my own at my own pace, I happened to have gotten a special event that gave all of my cavalry and any cavalry I produce after that the flanking promotion 1. Now, that's not bad, but cavalry come with a percentage chance to withdraw from combat. Flanking increases that. And I had enough experience built up had enough new military receives it's X amount of XP in the city that I could do 2 upgrades. So I think I had about 5 or 6. But what I was able to do with that is I could get flanking 2 and then could get flanking 3. Now, that might not seem very big, but that ended up adding up to about 90% withdrawal chance. So, hold on a second, I gotta... Ooh, sorry. I had a 90% withdrawal chance. So, it basically I basically looked at that and said, well, if I don't have a good chance of winning the battle, I'm gonna have a really good chance of getting away and keeping my units alive. And that's something that I could, if I get the right text here. We got silver! Oh my, I am so happy of that. It's much better than this disgusting lead that well, it's not disgusting, but I already have a source here and I would have rather preferred that to be copper, but we got silver. Oh, I am so happy. We could finally build the jeweler and sort of try to repair this kind of breaking economy. And it's not broken, no, but it's falling apart. Because we don't have a lot of stuff here. We really don't have a lot of stuff. Oh, that feels very nice to have that silver. Let's put up a new city here. And I'm getting a couple galleys prepped and ready. No, don't work on the trade caravan. Next, work on the jeweler. Ah. But yeah, that's what I'm going to be using horses for. I think it might also, if I'm correct, cavalry. Well, it's available with the combination of military silence, military science. Oh no, my bad. Rifling, stirrup, and cavalry tactics. Oh, and only needs horse. Okay, doesn't need sulfur. I thought it might have needed sulfur. So once we get rifling, cavalry tactics, which should be right here, and stirrup, which I have no idea where that is. I'm assuming it's back here somewhere. Ah, right there. Which allows me to get the knights stable. Nice. Very nice. I can't use knights. Couldn't even use heavy cavalry either. Alright, never mind. Let's keep going. So we are currently even with score with, well, we were even in score with Germany. We do have a military advantage on him, and I imagine it's because we just built 2 more galleys. He's still cautious towards me, but I'm hoping that's going to improve. And let's find a city right here. Ooh, that's a really nice tile. Matter of fact, it's really not so nice, I might even move these guys over by 1, just so that they can harvest this tile. It would interfere with this city by 2. It would interfere on the lead, but that's fine. That is absolutely A-okay. Alrighty, so this city's not Washington. We are the Draconic American Empire, which means it only makes sense... Oh yeah, right, I forgot I already knew what the city was going to be. I was going to make a grand display on this, but it's going to be called Deathfang. A lot of the dragon cards that I seem to be picking up have a lot to do with death. Or in this case, life. Alright, let's start with a fisherman's hut. Then go into this. No, I want to get this out quicker. No, I would much rather prefer to have this out as quick as I can. So you guys stop working on that path and get over there. Then I might actually want to consider putting up another worker. Actually, we'll do... There we go. Ah, a great merchant has been born. Excellent. We can have it go down to our commerce city. So if we were to settle it here, we'd be making 6.9 gold and 1 food. but we're going to put it down here. It's not going to benefit us as great in the short term, but when we're considering long term, we're going to benefit greatly from that. Oh, hang on a minute. Is this? Yeah, this city's not expanding at all. Oh, that was a bit of an oversight. There we go. We got our priorities straightened out. Very good. Very good. Oh, and half an hour's already went by. Nope, it's not. Sorry, I looked down at my timer and it wasn't going, and I went, "Oh, already? That was quick." But no, we still got some time. I'm not going to be able to discover iron within half an hour, and I do need to get this video up before, well, ideally before I fall asleep, get too tired and fall asleep. Okay, have you start to mine. We can put you in the city. After we get, oh, that's bad. There's a spot where we can't see down there. I lied. You need to get back over there. Or actually, you just need to get over here. Because we don't want anything spawning on our territory. Well, I didn't spend that much time, but I've been really trying hard to ensure that no barbarians spawn in our territory, as well as protect our very valuable resources. So it would be a bad idea. Oh, actually, this one might yield a bit more. Because I forgot about the silver. Nope, it's just going to yield 6. That's okay. It's still going to be enough to bring us out of the tiny bit of debt that we found ourselves in. Alright. Need to finish that up. You gotta finish up quicker. For some reason, that's still going to give me +1 production, even though I don't have salt. Does making people sick give more production? If so, that would be a very interesting strategy. Just make all of your civilians sick because of the population, but they will work very hard. Or is that only what it promises to get me if I can get some salt? I don't know. I don't know. Doesn't matter to me. And Capital's running out of work to do. I might consider sending out these trade caravans, since, well, we can. How many of these can I produce? I can produce roughly 3. So we will take you 3 and move you down there. I can't do anything with that tile, but I will put up a cottage there. Ah, lovely, lovely. So Bismarck, how you doing? Oh, you've gotten more technologies, I see, but you don't want to start trading them to me just yet. Even though I have the powerful bronze working, and you now have writing. Oh no, you don't have writing. Oh, maybe you did get it through priesthood, but I know you don't have trade, so at least you don't have some of the later technologies. Oh, yeah. Forgot this. We're going to want to get that too. That's going to be very important. We need a lot of money in order to keep this empire of ours going, even though, oh, actually, yeah, we are an empire. We're later going to be a republic, though. And the glory to the republic. Let's just hope we don't take the same route that the Star Wars Republic did. And ended up getting defeated by our enemies, but I don't think that's going to happen. Unfortunately, well, unless I do something really, really dumb, wasn't I sitting at about 141 points? I think I was. And then this game stole some points from me. Oh no, why would you do that? That's rude, game. Okay, so let's see. What are we sitting at? We are sitting at 40 production left to go. We would be wasting one because it wouldn't yield us quite half. But if we went ahead and did the forge first, yes, the forge, and added the last points that it needed for that one, and had you wait for the lighthouse, or have you wait for the lighthouse, that will result us in getting a much faster work on this land. Not really concerned that it's not getting any culture at the moment. We will want to have that fixed for later, though. Yeah, we're not making a lot of gold right now, but once we start collecting some of these resources up, maybe having a peek over at what Germany has when we can eventually get there, we'll be able to. That should be able to start making us some money. And I'm wondering because because our national borders are going to be touching each other, would that allow us to do trade? Oh, he is now happy with us because our open borders have brought us closer, even though neither of us have been able to see the other's lands. I mean, he could possibly send a ship over here, and it might make it into my territory. But at the same time, it's probably just going to crash and die over here. And of course, I gotta wait for my borders to pop. And how's okay? They're already done that. Good. Very good. Very good. We just need more money. Also, I'm just realizing how completely useless obsidian is in terms of, well, just food production wise. I mean, yes, I get it that the quarry actually offers 3 hammers, which is much better than 1. Even this farm is managing to outbeat this. Not by much, in my opinion, since food is, for early on, is a much better thing, but still, it's kind of sad. Oh, really? That's unfortunate. All right, let's switch you over. How many turns? 240 turns. That's not going to happen. As a matter of fact, once we get the lighthouse, which I need to get this trade caravan to start to put some production into it. And there we go. We will have all the trade caravans back. And as soon as we have them all ready to go, we'll have Ojutai start to build starting to build up our research count, our research. Ah, he's getting seafaring. Very good choice. Very good choice, German Empire. As a matter of fact, that's something I'm gonna want to get shipbuilding. Unfortunately, we do need archery. Maybe he might be eventually willing to trade me that technology. Well, at least the archery bit. So I'm assuming he's got trade, yes? Yes, so he got trade, which means he now has writing. He won't trade any of that. There's nothing that he can't trade for, and because we have technology brokering turned off, we know he hasn't met anybody yet. Either that, or he doesn't trust anyone. Now, Bismarck is very I like to think he's very similar to us in terms of when we get into the late game, we could both be hit. We're both that's where our nations shine. Our unique building and our unique troops are all in the late game. Likewise, so is Bismarck's. So until that point in time, the two of us, well, we're not going to have any unique units to go off of. And I know in this mod the Americans do have... Ooh, nice, the classical era.
Words have the power to both destroy and heal. When words are both true and kind, they can change our world.
What was I saying? I just blanked on what I was saying. Oh yeah, he's very late game. We're going to want to make sure that he's not going to be a problem for us. I don't remember what special units he has. I know I believe one of his might be a Panzer tank. Let me just clarify that for me. Let's see here. Civilizations. German. So they get the Tsunomic Swordsman, which replaces the Heavy Swordsman. It doesn't do anything for them. He gets the Mailed Knight. I don't know if that... I don't deploy knights. Doesn't do anything for him. He does get a lot of tank... Oh, he does get the Panzer tank. And good lord, that's a lot of strength. But it does cost a bit to upkeep. He gets a bomber and modern armor. Very nice. Very nice. And he gets the assembly plant, which is unique, and it replaces the factory. I don't remember what about the factory that it replaces with. And he starts with stone tools. Interesting. So if he started with stone tools and he started with hunting, yeah, that means wow, he had the tools to be able to build javelineers off the bat. I'll be honest, I would be surprised if he didn't build the Sphinx. What's my victory conditions? Where is that? I don't think it's here at the moment. Oh, maybe it's over here. Victory conditions. Okay, so that's not quite what I wanted to do. Okay, never mind. Let's just have you over here, and we'll route over there. But unfortunately, that is all the time that I have today. Well, at least the time that I've allotted for right now. I'm going to be making a couple more episodes of this, but I need to make sure that this one gets up on YouTube in a decent fashion, because as you can see, it's already 10 o'clock here. And, well, I'm probably going to pass out in about 2 hours. So, thank you everybody for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed. Hit that subscribe button if you really enjoyed. Don't forget to share this video or any of my other videos to anybody who you think will enjoy my content. Next time, I do plan on getting iron and seeing just how how poor off we happen to be in terms of a military tech. And if I really need to rush to the Fluts really quickly, or actually, well, this'll take us forever. Just having one of these siege ships roaming around with a settler, and we could possibly lose it. So, let's hope that we have some iron on this island, and maybe we might poke the Germans a little bit. Until next time, though, take it easy.